What's up, guys? Welcome back. And this is exciting. I know it's late, but it's still exciting. We have potentially the last game of the Major League Baseball season on the table tonight. All right. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we get. I know what I'm betting. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Welcome in. I'm Mark. What we do here is we talk sports and betting every single day. If you haven't done so, make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let's get into the Dodgers-Yankees Game 4 at Yankee Stadium. All right, and all my Yankees fans out there watching, hey, it's just a game, but let's focus on next year. There's a lot of salary cap out there that we could be spending. The secret is you just got to spend more money. That's the secret. All right. It gets you here and you just have to close the deal. But hey, the Dodgers do the same exact thing. So I digress. But, anyways, Moneyball prevails. Not really. This is what we get in baseball with the salary cap the way it is. If there is a cap, there isn't one. There's luxury cap, I should say. But nonetheless, I had a great time watching baseball this season. I hope you guys did. And hopefully this is not the last game where I get to talk to you guys about this game, game 5 and 6 and 7 potentially. So let's get into it. Let's talk some baseball. And guys, we are going to do Outlier as per usual. To do so, if you're new to the channel, that is what I use to make every single bet that I bet and make here on the channel. And I don't know why this damn screen is doing what it's doing, but we're going to go with the circle for this video. Okay. Kind of just fired up a little bit. Just booked another trip out to Vegas next week. So we're going to be back at the mothership for a tournament. So kind of excited about that. Want to know more, hit me up on Discord or at Twitter, and let's get into it. All right. Down below, there will be links to everything going on in the channel. If you want to use Outlier, a lot of people probably just use it when I say it, but I'm going to tell you guys straight up, you should be using it to make every one of your sports picks. It just pays for itself. And I do have a link down below for a 7-day free trial. If you think I'm lying, because I'm not, I literally use it on every single bet now. And it is quite frankly invaluable in the prop market. Okay. But let's get into the baseball game here. Let's dive into it. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. And we are looking at a plus 116 number for the Dodgers. Unfortunately, guys, I was a little bit late on this video. I was able to take the Dodgers plus 125. Last night, called the Dodgers run line. We had the minus 1.5. However, I did like the over as well. And if you watch kind of these baseball games here, start off the first half of these games, the majority of the runs have come outside of that grand slam in that 9th inning or 10th inning that we got from Freddie Freeman. The majority of the runs have come early on. And, quite frankly, without that grand slam, this has been an under series. All right. But I do love these lineups. Great baseball players on both sides. You don't get to this level. I know I kind of was being a little facetious to start off this video, but I do want to tip my cap to both of these squads because if it is the last game, Yankees 101 and 73 on the season, and the Dodgers 108 wins at this point, 68 losses. And it's kind of interesting to look at these two teams because this is where the numbers meet the road. You get the Yankees here against the spread on the season, 88 and 86. Okay. So somebody knows something. The money's split dead even. And with a publicly bet team like the Yankees, I'm very interested to see how those units would have played out within the juice, within that 88, 86, because I have a feeling they wouldn't have been profitable at that number, even if it was a winning record against the spread. Now, the Dodgers, conversely, they have been one of the better teams, 92 and 84. And the remarkable thing about this season, and I know you guys are going to get pissed at me because I'm not getting into my picks. All right. But I did tell you guys I'm taking the Dodgers. So let's calm down a little bit. If you guys want to go watch somebody else on YouTube, I understand. I'm not going to get my feelings hurt. But the interesting thing about the Dodgers is before this season and the season prior, for about 2-3 years, I bet the Dodgers run line pretty much every game. It was a system play for probably I would say the back 75% of the season. And it was very profitable. Okay. Taking the Dodgers run line, they cover with margin every single game. And in this kind of situation here with the Dodgers, let's just kind of go down what woulda, coulda, shoulda lane and just talk about something a little bit in depth. Okay. We're going to talk about Tony Gonsolin. We're going to talk about Emmett Sheehan. We're going to talk about Clayton Kershaw, Tyler Glasnow. Okay. Gavin Stone, Dustin May. Okay, River Ryan. That is a rotation in itself for a lot of Major League Baseball franchises that would kill to have those arms. Okay. Those are all the pitchers, the starting pitchers that are on the Dodgers injured reserve list. Blake Trinan was down for some of the year. They have had relievers in and out of action. And just put in perspective, they had to go acquire Jack Flaherty from a team that didn't want him. They let him go, and they still made the playoffs without him. Now, granted, he's come on strong. He's pitched phenomenal, and I did back him. But you see what I'm trying to say here. Don't get it twisted. A lot of these players in both of these teams, is for as much money as they spend outside of, just going after the Stantons and Judges and the Otanis and the Freemans of the world. Okay. Don't get it twisted. They have some of the best farm systems as well in baseball. Okay. And I'm going to leave it at that. All right. It's just unfortunate that you do get some clubs with a little bit more heart, such as the I don't want to say the Moneyball teams, but the Moneyball teams, right? You get the Indians, you get the Royals. It's hard to compete. And so tip of my cap goes out to the Dodgers and Yankees. I'm going a little bit off the cuff and kind of on a tangent on this video because I enjoy talking baseball and you guys have been awesome for the season. So it's kind of a farewell baseball speech because I hope that a lot of you guys consider watching me for other sports, especially within the likes of some of my bread and butter within college basketball and the NFL arena. And I get to see the numbers. So there's not much translation. So for those of you that are channel members for baseball, hope you guys continue. It does mean a lot if you want to get back to the channel. And also, please remember, we do cover all the sports. And I've been on kind of a tear here. Joey D back in the hockey. Got to give him a shout out when it's due. Been absolutely crushing the hockey plays in the Discord as well. You guys are awesome. Soccer plays on the Discord, fire. It's really, really, truly amazing to see in just 1 year, not even how far this channel has come. So thank you guys. In case this is the farewell address until next spring training for the baseball season. All right. But like I said, guys, we are going to be all over the Dodgers. We've bet them every game. Let's keep it going. We're up so many units taking the Dodgers money line. Let's take the Dodgers here plus 116. We may get a little bit of a, I guess the Yankees pulling out, getting ready for the Caribbean, whatever you want to call it. May have to play the Dodgers reverse run line again. It's been very profitable, very, very successful. I think you look at the recent matchups. You can talk about 4-2, 4-2, 6-3, and then even dating back to the Mets. Okay, there wasn't too many one-run games. All right, and even the extra inning games have been decided by more than 2 runs. So, and I'm looking at it here right now, guys. We're going to go back 10 games, and there has not been one of these games decided by 1 run. Quite frankly, more of them have been decided by more than 2 runs. There has been only 4 of the 10 games dating back all the way to the last game against the Padres. That's the 10th game prior that the Dodgers have played. They have won by margin, going 8-10 in their last 10. Simply the best team in baseball. I don't care how you spin it. And right now they are hot. So don't bet against fire. All right. If anything, adding money to the Yankees, I think in this situation is just kind of putting it on the fire. And we're just getting more things going up in smoke. All right. And I do want to put into perspective for you guys the eerily similar situation to the Gibson home run. Very eerily similar to Freddie Freeman grand slam walk-off. I think they said it was just within minutes or within minutes of when that happened, I think 20 some years ago. So if you want to do a quick, like nostalgic Google search, Google the timeline and the overlap within the Freddie Freeman and Gibson home run walk-offs that we had. Couldn't happen to a better person. Prayers out to his son, what he had to go through this season and the adversity that team has faced. Whether or not you like him or not, quite frankly, a lot of people don't like both of these teams, but hey, it's for once we get the best team in baseball winning the game. So Dodgers all but seemingly have taken home the World Series crown, and I think that they might get it tonight at Yankee Stadium. We've bet them all 3 games. We're going to keep that momentum going. And we're up so much money betting the Dodgers in the playoffs. Why not stop? Why stop now? So never bet against a streak to end. 8 out of their last 10. The Dodgers money line is my best bet. If you guys like to get fancy, obviously the Dodgers team total. We can look into kind of this pitching matchup real briefly because this is a winner go home spot. So there's a little bit A little bit where you have to throw the stats out of the window, and players are going to play. All right. There's no fantasy numbers. There's no metrics out there. There's no game logs or stat lines or analytics that I'm going to use to handicap this game. This is a win or go home spot for the Yankees. So I'm just going to digest it as that. And Luis Hill throwing for the Bronx Bombers is something where we will just kind of look briefly at what he was able to do. Very exciting young pitcher, but I think this is something where the Dodgers club is going to be able to get him. I'll pull up the postseason performances that he's had in 2 starts, 4 innings pitched. So hasn't been going deep. He's given up 3 hits in both, 2 runs in both, and allowing hitters 214 average in that 1 start. So I'm sorry, it was just 1 start, and the other one was the cumulative stat line. So a little bit of a misread for me. It's been a long day. In and out of the ER with my children. So we're dealing with a little virus in the home front. So that's kind of why the video is late, but I felt it necessary to find some time to make one. All right. So hope you enjoy it. I'm Brian. The Dodgers plus 125 was my bet. Right now they're plus 116 in the market. If you do want to dabble in the reverse line movement, there's really no betting splits to kind of justify any of this. The money's on the money right now, but the alternate run lines, if you do want to get a little fancy, why not? Take the Dodgers minus 3.5. It could be the last game of the season. Minus 3.5, plus 422. Use a boost. Get a little crazy with it. It's the last game of the year. If you guys have been riding me with the Dodgers, there's really no harm in losing a unit on a home run, pun intended, for this last bet. If this is the last game of the World Series. All right. From the prop perspective, I will kind of show you guys kind of what I'm looking into from a player perspective. There's really nothing outside of some trends here that we will use. I am going to show you some insights real quickly before we sign off. So we'll go into player insights. This is something great about Outlier as well. And you can see right here, I think Max Muncy's due. I know the number says he hasn't had a hit in 5 straight games. He's due. I like Muncy tonight to get a hit. Ohtani, don't be surprised if he kind of puts a nail in the coffin kind of performance together tonight. I'd probably go under Judge 1.5 bases. I agree with that one. Freddie Freeman probably getting to get the MVP for the World Series MVP. Gave that actually out on the channel in a previous video when we talked futures bets. So for those of you that did ride with me, I know there's a couple that mentioned it on the Discord. Congrats to you guys. But this is kind of where I'm at. I'm a big fan of Edman, and Gavin Lux has been kind of hot as of recent as well. Going to stay away from the Yankees. I think pressure might get them. I think this is where we might see a little bit of a farewell address. And that's why I like the Dodgers alternate run lines as well. Dodgers team total over. I just think the Dodgers run away with this potentially, and we do get a 4-game sweep, similar to what the Dodgers did back when Gibson hit that home run. So that's where I'm at. You guys have fun betting tonight. This could be the last game of the Major League season. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching with me. If you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe down below for the rest of the sporting events. We do have the equinox upon us, so there's a ton of action going on. Appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. Peace.